I'm still undergoing treatment with Dr. Limay. And there are days where I feel worthless. I'm not going to give up. I am challenging this disease. I won't let you win. I may also not win. But I ain't letting you live in my body rent-free. You have to pay the rent. If you want to live with me, you have to pay the rent. And the rent is, you better stay in your limits. Do not progress. I said my perspective of life is very different. I want to live. And I want to live happy. I love what I do. I love my profession. I love dressing up. I love glamming up. I love working. And I'm going to continue to do that. What do I say about the hospital? So I started my treatment here months back. It's been, I think, 7-8 months now I'm associated with this hospital after my diagnosis. But from the very first moment when I stepped into this hospital, I can see how it represents our great nation's ethos at every step. Why am I saying this? Because in these 8 months, I've met a lot of people in this hospital, from the staff to the doctors, everybody, and all I can say is that they really tried to make my life easy, convenient, their warmth, the attention they give me, and not just me, all the patients around. It's so enriching. It fills my heart with so much gratitude for all of you people sitting out here who help me, who make my life easy, and really help me to get out of this whole thing I am going through personally. Also, they leave this sense of goodness, this sense of positivity in me when I leave the hospital. So a big round of applause for the entire staff of this hospital and they really bring a lot of positivity in. I also would like to share an incident when I stepped into this hospital. They made me sit in a lounge. I have shared this incident with Dr. Limay. So the name of the lounge was Brahmi. So I asked my husband, what does Brahmi mean? I knew it's something related to Ayurveda, but I wanted to understand. So he said, it's a name known for its herbal and Ayurvedic speciality, which eventually leads to healing. Now it's a perspective. I believe in science, I believe in God's science, and for some it may be just a name, Brahmi. But for me, it was the first step in this hospital, and as soon as I stepped in, I landed in a room called healing. And that's what I keep telling myself. Every day, whenever I step in this hospital, I keep reminding myself. I close my eyes and say, Hina, you landed here straight up in a room called healing, and you are going to heal completely. So again, as I said, it's a perspective, but that's how I look at it. And I think that's how we all should look at life. We all should look at God's signs. Kahin na kahin, they really help. At least they do to me. So, I'd also like to say that it's very thoughtful of the administration. It's very enriching. And this is the moniker and semblance of the Ambani name. You talk about anything. You talk about their businesses, their schools, their art, their theatres, like Vantara, NMACC, everything, Geo World Properties, even this hospital. They make India proud. In everything they do, they present our civilization heritage with pride, yet maintain the world-class standards, which is amazing. Fabulously equipped, brilliant infrastructure. So I just want to say kudos to the entire team and Nita ma'am for doing this for us and making India proud. Coming back to the topic, today's topic. I feel honored, I feel happy to be part of such an event, such a gathering where there are women, men. I want to share my experience, how it was when I got detected. Mine was an interval cancer. I was someone who used to believe in getting screened every year. But then I beg to differ with all the doctors sitting here. I think once in a year is not enough. Once in 6 months is enough, especially when you cross a certain age. Because mine was an interval cancer, and I have been someone who's always believed in self-care and proper screening. I've always believed in this. Especially self-examination is also very important. The first and foremost step of early detection is self-examination. That's how I examined myself and found out my lump. Forget about the stage. But this is how I found out. Had I not done that, I probably would not have found out about it and would have been too late. So, yeah. In today's time, I think we struggle to educate a much larger section of society about breast cancer. Why? A, we don't want to talk about it. B, we have a lot of fear. We are okay talking about diabetes, we are okay talking about thyroid, you have hypo, whatever, we talk. What is your, what dose are you taking? That is okay. But we just don't want to talk about cancer. But cancer doesn't look at it like that, by the way. It doesn't discriminate. I always say wherever I go, it does not discriminate. No country, region, rich or poor, caste, nothing. It will come to you if it has to. So, not talking about it, I don't think that's a good idea. We have to speak about it. We have to have such gatherings, I think, every month and talk about it. Sit down, all the women and men, not just women, especially when I'm talking about breast cancer. It's not just women we need to speak to. We need to speak to a lot of men too. There is a lot of stigma around when it comes to breast cancer. And I'm not talking about women from tier 2 or tier 3. Or I'm not talking about women from rural areas. I'm talking about women who are independent, financially independent, educated, live in metros, but they don't want to talk about cancer. They are scared, they fear. Unfortunately, cancer is something where the treatment is dreaded more than the disease. Chemotherapy is everything. But you know what, guys? I have so many friends who got detected early, very early, and they did not have to go through the chemotherapy. They just surgically got their lump removed and they were done. Happily living, enjoying their life. Lucky ones, I must say. Chemo is hard, I know. So do you see the benefit, the biggest fear of this disease is the treatment. And what is the treatment? That is chemotherapy, losing your hair, your identity. It's hard, although you don't. It's, again, as I said, it's just a perspective. It's just the way you look at it. I don't look at it like that. I had all the fun possible when I was going through my chemotherapy. I traveled, I swam, I did everything. But again, to each his own. Everyone's journey is different. Everyone's body is different. So I do not want to compare. But yes, there is a perspective. People are too scared of the word chemotherapy than the cancer itself. So let me remind you and tell you that early detection mein sabse pehle, all the doctors over here will agree with me. I've had a panel discussion, I think 2 weeks back, with a bunch of doctors from the country, across the country, all top class oncologists, and everyone was of the same opinion that if it is detected early, you may not have to go through the chemotherapy. So imagine the benefit. And this, I don't think there's anything bigger than this. When you're diagnosed with cancer and your doctor says, you don't have to go through the chemotherapy. One surgery, done. Maintain it, bro. That's it. It's important. I think we got to be vigilant. I always say we have to listen to our bodies, especially us women, and also. But women, I'm talking about breast cancer, we have to listen to our bodies. Our body gives signals. Mine gave. I developed a lump which was not there. That's a signal. So we all get different kind of signals. So we have to listen to our body. We have to be mindful, vigilant enough to understand कि कुछ तो गलत है. and we need to correct it. So screening is very, very, very helpful. And I urge you all women out here and all of you people, please, once in a year, please get screened. मेरी theory थोड़ी अलग है. As I said, I got internal cancer. I would say after you cross a certain age mark, do it once in 6 months. What's the big deal? But do it. We don't have to fear this disease, and we have to normalize it. It's okay. Like in my case, I'm still undergoing treatment with Dr. Limay, and there are days where I feel worthless. But there are days where I feel so charged up. I packed up at 2 a.m. yesterday, slept for a couple of hours, and I was so thrilled to be here. Woke up at 6, got ready, all glammed up. This is my life, and I love it. And this is how I want to look at it. There are tough days, there are tough times. There are days where I don't see the light, and she knows it. But it's okay. It's okay. There are a lot of good days, and I don't want to give up. I'm not going to give up. I am challenging this disease. Let's see. We both may not win. I know I often tell myself this. I won't let you win. I may also not win. But I ain't letting you live in my body rent-free. You have to pay the rent. If you want to live with me, you have to pay the rent. And the rent is, you better stay in your limits. Do not progress. Just be where you are. It's okay. I live with it. I think I'm in that space and in that stage in my life where it's okay. Why don't we treat it like diabetes? We live with it. We live with thyroid. We live with other conditions, comorbidities. Why not this? But yeah, we need to take care of ourselves. We have to exercise. I often speak to many doctors. They say that exercising, diet, a lifestyle is so important. If you really want to fight this, you're probably going to win it. If you will not win it, you can still maintain and live a very healthy lifestyle. I mean, I am doing that. And मैं इसलिए नहीं बोल रही हूँ कि सब बहुत अच्छा हो रहा है, सब hunky dory है. I have my fair share of bad days. But as I said, my perspective of life is a little different. I want to live, and I want to live happy. I love what I do. I love my profession. I love dressing up. I love glamming up. I love working, and I'm going to continue to do that. And it keeps me going. It really, really helps me. So all I would like to tell you, beautiful people out here, please, had there been someone, had I attended such a gathering where I would have known that there's something called genetic testing, I would have done it long back. I would have given up on a lot of things in life because I want to live. But there was no one to tell me. But you have me and a lot of people like me to tell you that how important genetic testing is, how important early detection is, how important early screening is. You can save yourself. You can save your life, and you can you can live a very, very normal life. Coming back to what I said, sorry, I'm going to take two more minutes. Coming back to what I said about women in metros, financially independent women, I have experienced this, that there are women who just not fear the disease or the treatment, they also fear losing their loved ones. Which is why I said not just the women, I want men also to be part of these kind of gatherings. Why? Because it is so important for your life partner, your husband, to support you. Families do. But for a husband, if a woman has a husband's or a partner's support while going through with what she's going through, especially breast cancer. So a lot of women have spoken to me who are financially independent and can take care of themselves, but they fear losing their partners, which is why they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to get a simple lumpectomy done. Now imagine people who go through double mastectomy. I'm sure a lot of people over here would understand what I mean by that. It is hard. So all I would like to tell you is, if your partner loves you, the love is only going to grow. That's what I've experienced. Nothing's going to change. And if it doesn't, please move on. You deserve someone better. Right? So in a way, कई हिसाब से मैं देखूं, again perspective, आपको लाइफ की बहुत सारी चीजों के बारे में पता चल जाता है. आप कितने स्ट्रॉन्ग हैं, आप कितने सक्षम हैं, और आपके आस-पास आपकी फैमिली के अलावा जो लोग हैं, जिन्हें आप लाइफ पार्टनर कहते हैं, जिन्हें आप हस्बैंड कहते हैं, वो आपका कितना साथ देते हैं. So I'd like to close this by just sharing a little bit about my journey. It's been hard. It's been tough. Sometimes you just don't see the light, and most of the times you don't see the light. But I will see the light. And it'll happen. My doctor is with me. We fight every day, every meeting. We figure a new solution out, and we will get through this. I have this faith that I will get through this. I will win it. And it's okay. All you have to do is you have to believe. You have to be brave enough to believe that it will happen. And trust me, it will happen. And as I said, even if it doesn't, I have come to terms with the fact that it is okay. Rent free to nahi rehne dungi. You have to pay the rent. Bloody stay where you are. I'll live with it. I'll maintain a lifestyle. I will diet. I will exercise. I will run. I'll do everything, and I will work just the way I am. 2 a.m. pack up, 6 a.m. shifts. But I will continue to work, and I will continue to live my life. So please, early screening is life-saving, and you may not have to go through chemotherapy. Please, please, please get tested. Thank you so much. And most importantly, how can I miss the very, 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 very important person in my life? My doctor, Dr. Hina.
I thought you were saying Rocky.
No, he is. He knows, the world knows. As I said, partners play a very important role. And यही वक्त है जब आपको पता चलता है कि आपके partners आपके लिए क्या मायने रखते हैं. But here, I like to talk about Dr. Liman. I met her in an event, and we were quite warm and cordial with each other. Never knew one day she's going to be my doctor, and we land up together, fighting and battling this whole thing. आप अभी ये मत सोचना कि oh my god, हिना ठीक नहीं हुई है, हिना को क्या हो गया? I'm absolutely fine. I'm killing it. I'm super. So ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. ठीक है, मेंटेनेंस है, बहुत सारी चीजें हैं, अप्स एंड डाउन्स होते रहते हैं. जो लोग इस जर्नी से गुजर चुके हैं उन्हें पता है. It's okay. We'll get through it. Coming back to Dr. Limai, so as I said, I was exceptionally impressed by her empathy, her warmth. I was driven towards her. And one fine day I decided that I have to go to Dr. Limai. And she welcomed me with open arms. And since then, she's been taking care of me. She's been looking after me. She leaves no stone unturned to help me. Available all the time, on a call, whether she is in Brazil, whether she is in USA, wherever she is, she's available. She will pick up my call and guide me. So that's Dr. Limai for you. And I also would like to say that she's a world-class medical professional, a master and innovator. She represents India on several international medical forums and has helped thousands like me. So thank you, Dr. Limai. Thank you so much for having me.
Truly humble.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am, look here. So please come close. Ma'am, come close. Yes, everyone, please look here.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's okay. One day at a time.
You're talking about, of course, it's not easy. It's tough, and I have been dealing with it for quite some time. As I said, there are good days, there are bad days. Lot of screenings, lot of tests. कभी कभी आप स्क्रीन करते हैं तो खुशी खुशी घर जाते हैं, कभी कभी आप स्क्रीन करते हैं तो थोड़े उदास हो जाते हैं. But nonetheless, it's the journey, and eventually you have to win it. That's what you have to focus on. I am, touch wood, by God's grace, doing better, doing well, healing every day, taking one day at a time, and it gives me a lot of hope to say this, that I am associated with Reliance Hospital and Dr. Limay, who's my doctor, Dr. Sevanti Limay. She has been looking after me and making all efforts to make my life easy, and so that I can continue living a normal life, and I am doing that. So forever grateful for the care, for the attention, for the love I receive from the hospital staff, the hospital, and the way they take care of me, they look after me, and a lot of love for Dr. Sevanti Limay.
हिना मैम, ये भी जानना चाहूँगी, जब भी मैं आपसे मिली हूँ इवेंट्स के थ्रू, हर किसी ने आपके जर्नी के बारे में जानना चाहा है, स्पेशली इस जर्नी के बारे में, जिस तरीके से आपने सोशल मीडिया पे अपने हर एक छोटे छोटे क्लिप शेयर किया. बहुत लोगों ने प्यार भी किया, बहुत लोगों ने हेट भी किया, बट उनका जवाब आप ना देके आपके फैंस दे देते.
जी.
देन ऐसे इवेंट्स में जब आते हो, इतने ऑडियंस सामने रहती है और आपको आई कांटेक्ट से आपकी बातें सुनती है, तो उनके लिए क्या मैसेज देना चाहिए?
आपने सुना मेरा स्पीच? आपने सुना? ओह, कैसा लगा?
बहुत अच्छा लगा. मैं हमेशा ही जब भी इवेंट्स रहता है, स्पेशली मैं आती हूँ से बोल के, एंड बहुत ही अच्छा लगता है जब कोई अपनी जर्नी के बारे में, इस जर्नी के बारे में बात करता है जिसके बारे में लोग बात करने से थोड़ा पीछे हटते हैं, बैक स्टेप.
हाँ.
तो आप क्या मैसेज देना चाहेंगे ऑडियंस को, जो वुमेन्स हैं?
देखिए, मेरी स्पीच में मैंने कोशिश की कि मैं एक चीज़ कवर करूं about how I feel, how I express myself, and I'm going to continue doing that. बहुत सारी ऐसी चीज़ें हैं जिनके बारे में मैंने अभी भी बात नहीं करी है, और मैं करूँगी with time or with the help of my doctors when the right time comes. मेरे doctors, this hospital, they know about my journey, they know what I'm going through, and they have been very very supportive. तो I think what matters is कि जो लोग मुझे केयर, मेडिकल सपोर्ट और केयर दे रहे हैं, वो लोग कितने एफिशिएंट हैं और वो लोग कितने अच्छे से मेरा ध्यान रख रहे हैं, मेरी केयर कर रहे हैं. तो मैं फॉरएवर ग्रेटफुल हूँ, एज आई सेड, टू द हॉस्पिटल एंड डॉक्टर सेवंती लिमाई फॉर ट्रीटिंग मी एंड टेकिंग केयर ऑफ मी. एंड एज फार एज माई फैंस आर कंसर्न्ड, आप सही बोल रहे हैं कि they have really supported me in this journey. और मुझे कुछ बोलने की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ती है. मैं सिर्फ अपनी जर्नी और अपना हार्ट स्पीक आउट करना चाहती हूँ. मैं क्या महसूस करती हूँ और मेरी इस जर्नी ने मुझे क्या सिखाया. जैसे कि मैं अभी बोल रही थी, आफ्टर आई केम आउट एवरीवन सेड, द डॉक्टर्स सेड, वो जो रेंट फ्री वाली लाइन थी बहुत ही हार्ड हिटिंग थी. So I thought of it while I was coming here in the car, and hand on my heart, that's how I figured this line out, because this is what my journey has taught me. कि जब एक इंसान डायबिटीज़ के साथ रह सकता है, थायराइड के साथ रह सकता है, किडनी डिजीज़ के साथ रह सकता है और जी सकता है, आराम से अपनी ज़िंदगी जी सकता है, तो why not with cancer? Why have we stigmatized and why have we made it a taboo कि कैंसर के बारे में बात ही नहीं कर सकते हैं? बिनाइन ट्यूमर हो जो नॉन कैंसरस है तो किसी को प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. कैंसर है तो ऑफ कोर्स it is a matter of concern. But it is a matter of concern only when it is progressing. And there are people I know who are living with it while the disease, the tumor is in their body. Relu, हम दवाई खाते रहेंगे. Will not let you grow.
You covered everything in your speech as we heard, but there's this one thing which people might be thinking that tier 2, tier 3 cancer comes for everyone. It doesn't see anything.
It does
But-
not discriminate.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when it comes to such things like chemo and getting the treatment, it's a long process, and the financial stability, if someone doesn't have it, there might be thoughts about it कि कैसे उस चीज को maintain करना है. So you can throw some light on it because कुछ लोग हैं who cannot afford.
See, the basic treatment, इसीलिए मैंने हमेशा ये चीज़ कही है that leave everything aside. After going through my journey, I realize, and whoever I meet now, I tell them, please, this is for all you people, please get your medical insurances done. Your health insurance is done. That is going to save you in life. All of these trips and parties are not going to save you. Your health insurance is going to save you. So I know there are people who cannot afford, but then there are a lot of people who help them, right? And then there are a lot of people who take right decisions and right calls in life and get their medical insurances, their health insurances done. And then there's one very important factor: destiny. So there are people who have nothing, who just take basic drugs and they heal. As I said, it does not discriminate, no rich and poor, no Amir Garib, nothing. If you're destined to heal, you will heal. If you're not destined to heal, you will not heal. But that doesn't mean you do not stop living. You have to continue living and to the fullest. Yeah. Anything else?
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ji. Thank you so much. Yeah. I would also like to mention, since I'm here in the hospital और मैं hospital के infrastructure के बारे में मैंने काफ़ी बात की, अगर आप लोगों ने मेरी speech भी सुनी होगी, I would also like to emphasize on the fact that RFH has South Asia's first 3D AI powered mammogram machine, जिस पे आपको it offers faster, more accurate and pain reduced breast cancer screening. You know, it detects the smallest of the abnormalities. I'd like to repeat it, that RFH has South Asia's first 3D AI powered mammogram. It offers fast, more accurate and pain reduced breast cancer screening, जो कि smallest से smallest abnormality भी early stage में detect करता है. So, isn't that great? Yeah, please get screened. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.